Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 4 on the Iowa Plains one-man realistic mission, where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Well, as you can see, we made it to April. And what I decided to do is we're still going to go with our original plan. I went back and watched episode 1. And we're going to stay on the one-day months, and we are going to work longer. Now, what I did, everybody, is we now have 4 fields. Yes. Let me show you. We'll get us up in the air real quick, and I will show you what we got going on. We'll go like that. Get up here. As you can see, I have split these fields up. Now, we are going to make these oblong, or like round, or shall we say oval shape. We're going to do that as we go around. As you can see, they are 100% fertilized and ready to go. That was already that way, so it wasn't me. So they're still registering 3 fields or 1 field, and then it's going to change once I trace it out. So yes, we only got a half an hour, so let's go. We are going to start seeding. Let's turn this off, and off. And you guys know how it works. You're going to lose the game sounds, but you're not going to lose me. And yes, we are. We are ready to go. I always check because, you know, I'm paranoid, but we ran across the field here, and we finished our canola. We did turn seasons off, and the reason why is because I want to plant soybeans, and we're ready to go. I will turn it back on when we get everything in the ground and what we need. Maybe. We'll see. We can still play realistic without it. As you can see, we are now on, if I don't get hit by a car, growth stage 2, but it's only 50% fertilized because, remember, we ran out. We also have made 204 liters of milk. We have made, we're still down to 15,000 liters of hay. What I may do is, as you can see, the slurry and manure are pretty close to each other. But what I may do is just go slurry for a while, since we are into summer anyways, and they don't need much bedding. Right now, we'll let it run until we can run with it, until it runs out, because we may sell some of the straw, just so we can start making some more money. I've also made the decision that we are going to upgrade to 9 to 12 meter equipment, and that way we can start getting a few more fields. We have these 4 fields right now, and we also have Big A's and Davies field up in the corner, which we'll be working on the live stream. And let's go, because watch how I'm going to do this now. Also, we are playing out of cab every other episode, just so you guys can get a idea of how it works, so that we can actually why am I, there we go, that's much better. So we're gonna do this, and then these are gonna be a little bit smaller fields. We're gonna jump out, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna landscape it. And landscape and painting. We're going to paint grass on it first. And we're going to go like this. Get this all in here. And then we'll plant grass. We'll go plants. Boom. We'll go right around the corner with this, just like we did that. We'll get rid of these crappy corners. Awesome. There we go, guys. Made our first corner. Awesome. We'll do that all the way around, so that we can get this done. But yeah, I figured we'd start doing our thing. We are officially on episode number 4, plus 2 live streams. So we have done 6 episodes technically, and we made it through the first month, which is great. because what you guys need to realize is both live streams were well over 200 or 2 hours. 200. We're well over 2 hours, so we that allowed us, plus the 3 episodes. That was literally pretty close to. Well, it took us 10 hours and 17 minutes total to finish the first 10-acre field. So that's what I'm guessing is we're going to be able to have the 3 fields, and then eventually what's going to happen is if we can buy that field across there and split it in, if we can get 4 or 5 fields going all at once, then we'll have a harvest to do every single episode, which is going to be great. Eventually we got to get over there and mow our some grass, which we may do very well next episode. We also may leave that for the live stream. We don't know. Let's get him right here. And then, painting grass, and we'll bring her over here. It only takes a few seconds to do this, but it's well worth it than to try to play the game of plowing in a field and all that stuff. This will just take care of the field. So how you guys doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. And I am doing fantastic. There we go. Corner number 2 done. And now we can go again. Right up to number 3. It took us about it's just a little under 700 liters of seed to do that first 10 acres. So we have we have a full bag of 4,000, and we have a little bit left. I think we use 7 and 7. I think we've got, because each bag is 4,000 liters, so we should have enough seeds to seed our 3 fields, which is kind of cool. But like I said, the way we're going to do the cows is we have to get up to 15,000 liters of milk. When we do that, we're going to sell it, and then we're going to buy 10 cows. And then when we get enough money from milk, or get enough milk to sell it up, then we're going to buy 20. And then eventually they will start making milk at a quicker pace than what we have been doing. There we go. Like that. And construction and landscaping and painting, same, rinse and repeat. There we go. And then I got to move that over just a little bit. A little bit easier with the big one. And then, Then we could do this, and then we got one more to do. Then we can start doing our thing. This also gives a natural way to get in and out. Yeah, while we're here, let's paint this down to... Is this the right one? No. I think it's this one. Yep. Let's just entrance this in like this. So we have a way to get in there. Then like this. Just some random stuff, and then that way we can get in and out of this part here. All right. Perfect. Now we are rocking and rolling. And we will have our field dimensions done, and then I will trace it in, and we will get an official notice of how big this field is. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty close to 9 acres, if not more. But it will, and we're like I said, it will be, it won't be square. I should probably go overlapping that, so, because what it is I just painted grass over this. I mean, just like I just did, so it's recognizing the field as it goes. But once I trace it in, it'll change it. Pretty sure. If not, we'll plow it in and we'll make it a new field dimension. This is working out well. Working out well. Yeah, I figured once in a while, every couple, 2-3 episodes, we can come out of cab. You can still do things realistically, just do them out of cab, because live streams, they like it better out of cab. So there we go. And then one last corner here, everybody, and we are done. Grass. And paint this on. Boom. Quick way to make your fields square. Or odd shaped. I know many of you like square fields, but in real life, they're not very realistic. I mean, we do have square fields, but generally speaking, where we go? There we go. And there's our first field ready to go. Let's go. Now we can spend the last 20 minutes. So that's what we got to do with our cows. We got to keep digging and keep grinding. We only have 3,400. Costs us about $600 a day in maintenance fees for the buildings that we have. So that's not too bad. So, but eventually, I'm going to tell you, I can promise you this. Eventually, with the crops that come in, and we're going to sell all our crops that come in so that we can... there we go. And now we'll lift her up, and we'll start the second headland up here. Get off this. Eventually, with those 240 cows alone, I'm going to tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, we will be making probably about, I'm going to guess, probably about $45,000 to $50,000 every game month in milk. And then slurry or manure we can sell, whichever one we don't use. And we're going to upgrade. We're going to start this. We're going to do this just like we normally do. We started super small. Then we're going to upgrade everything, and we're going to still do it realistically. And upgrade. We've got the single Moco mower. We're going to eventually get us a triple mower so that we can do everything bigger, better, faster, but still realistic speeds. So we're still going to be planting it, between 5 and 6 miles an hour. But when eventually, it's not going to happen overnight. Eventually, when we get 9 to 12 meter equipment, now instead of covering 3.5 meters, you're covering 12. So it'll be exciting. And then we can start getting some stuff done. It took me just about little over 9 hours to harvest with the 5.5 meter header. So I figured if we went to 9 or 12, 9 or 10, then it gets done in 3 hours. And then we can start getting more and more fields done the right way. Like more... quicker, but still doing it realistically. So, for those of you who asked, no, we are not allowed to hire workers. No, we are not allowed to use Courseplay. Everything must be done by us. So, we are officially 1 month into the game now, which is good. Episode 4, technically 6, if you know what I mean. But it's great. Stay tuned for Saturday's trivia, because if you answer the trivia correctly, you will get a choice of your field and your field only. You can build a farm on it. You can do whatever you want to do, except the money that we make from that will not be part of the farm. It'll be basically put in. We'll make the money, and then it will be gone. You know what I mean? We'll make it disappear, because the main purpose of the series is so that we can make money and see if we can do it legit, like make money legit. So we can do whatever we have to do, but the money that comes into that will not be put into the farm, okay? The fields that I purchase with the money that we have, right now we have 4 fields on this map that we own. And they are this one and across the street, and that's it. I'm probably going to purchase one more field, which will be that one there, so that we're all in the same zip code right across the street from our farm. Or we might do that one and that one. Oops, nice if I could drive here. Sorry. Now I got all messed up here. And that way we're right near the farm for all of our fields, and that will give us like 6 fields total, which is plenty because it takes us about an in-game month to get everything done. Now this one won't, because we're skipping so many stages. Because we're not fertilizing. We don't have to fertilize. We don't have to lime. In fact, did it tell me I needed lime? No. See? I don't even need lime on this field. So, this is going to be done rather quickly. But it'll also give me a chance to work on, like, I can mow here. I can mow my own crops. I can do all my stuff like that. And the nice thing about going back to one-day months, because I got figuring, okay, it took me 10 hours and 17 minutes to do the 1 10-acre field, right? But that's all with 3-meter equipment. That's like tiny equipment. You get up to 9 or 12-meter equipment, now you're getting that field done in 3 hours. So now you're talking 3, 6, 9, 12 hours that we normally play. You can get these fields done right here. Then the next day you can mow that one. And then the next day after that you mow that one. And by then you're starting to get almost your crops ready again. Because by the time we get everything situated, that's why I want 6 fields or 6 or 8 fields total, so that we have, if we're planting, canola or wheat, we have plenty of time to get that done and ready before the next crop comes. So that's why I did it. I think it's going to be that field straight across, and we'll do that one and that one straight across there for more grass. So, because once we have 240 cows, we're going to need a lot of silage and hay. And what we're going to do is, one field's going to be hay, the next one's going to be silage, and then the next one's going to be, we need actually 2 more grass fields. So we can have 2 silage and 2 grass, because silage bales take forever. But we may not do silage bales. We may not. We may do eventually, we're going to do them at first, but eventually we may switch to a bunker silo. I've been watching a lot of people do them lately, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I haven't done it in forever, and it'd be nice. So there we go. So now we can go back and forth on our field. So we got our 2 headlands done. That's plenty. Stop that. Raise it up. Drive out here. Now, the turning radius on this planter seeder is not very good. So, but thank you guys for all the wonderful, amazing, fantastic comments. It's going to be great. And like I said, this is going to take us probably another, I would say realistically, since it's a realistic series, I would say, because we're about half hour in and we've got 2 headlands done, I would say about another hour tops. Another hour and then we'll have this field done. So that'll probably be about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. This field will be done, and then we'll go ahead the 1 episode, and then we'll mow. So I think that's what we'll do. And what I may start doing, is getting to something different. Like, I may finish off the clock, because now that we're releasing videos every other day, it gives me kind of a chance to play farm sim off the grid. I'm still working on our farm. I will, I'm not going to do anything to sell anything, but it's going to be great, because this series is just exactly, I'm having a blast doing it, and we are still going to be a running clock, but I do, understand how things work in the farm sim world. And I want to make sure that we are rocking and rolling. So what I may do is, maybe have 2 episodes of doing the same thing so you can see it, but then after that, go into, okay, I got to finish this field, and then we can go from there. You know what I mean? So that way we can kind of keep it moving a little bit. Like we talked about, I'm already going to be playing a half an hour off camera already. So I may, like I said, we'll get to 8:30, and then I'll play till 9. I'll see where I'm at seating-wise, and maybe I'll come back and seed this one in the following episode. This video I am recording on Wednesday night for Thursday, which is kind of cool. But you guys are amazing. We've been having, like, the last couple, 2 or 3 lives, we've been having, like, major people come in, major people that I haven't seen in forever. The community's starting to come back together, and that's amazing to me. And it's great. And I love the fact, and I'm not going to josh you guys about this, I am loving the fact that my recorded videos are right around a half an hour. So I can come in, get them done. You guys can see a little bit what's going on. I can fill you in with what's going on, and we can bada bing and bada boom and get yourself right in and out of here. And then my live streams that I come, that'll be getting a lot of stuff done, if you know what I mean. Because each one of my live streams is 2 hours. So that gives us a chance to move right along. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? There we go. So, I watched a video today where a gentleman was talking about bailing, and I wanted to correct what he had said, even though everybody plays the game their own way, and it's not my business to tell him how to play. But when you're coming across and you're telling people realistic, it's he was bailing with a small baler, a little baby baler, and he turned around and said that it drives him nuts when people don't bail correctly. And what he was trying to get across was, he said that you always got to turn this way into the baler, to turn into the baler. Well, I just wanted to point out that there is no in or out with a baler. You can turn this way and you can turn that way. But to say that you always have to go right with your baler is a misinformation, if you know what I mean. So you see how this planter, as long as I'm not reseeding over what I just reseeded, in other words, I'm lifting the seeder to go over it. Generally speaking, I would be doing the headlands last, which I probably should have, but it's a game. But he tried to state that you always want to turn right, which means that he was bailing going this way, if you can follow a camera, always turning right into the baler, and that's misinformation. The baler will turn either way, just like this seeder will turn either way, and I'm not going to get into correcting him on camera. That was none of my business how he runs his channel. You guys know how I run mine. I don't worry about what other people do, and I don't bash other people, but I just wanted to correct that. For those of you who watched his video, it's not true. As a real farmer, it doesn't matter which way you go, which way you turn with the baler. It's still going to pick up correctly. But you do have to, when there is a windrow here, the baler, especially if it's a round baler, you're going to start on one edge of the bale or the windrow, and you're going to kind of go like this across the windrow so you fill your baler correctly. But if it's a square baler, it won't matter. It'll still just do what it's got to do, especially the 80-pound square bales. So, and he was using a kicker baler, which is great. They're realistic. Yep, I have one on the farm. We don't use it anymore. It just isn't efficient enough to have to load them into the barn and all that stuff anymore. I just wanted to correct that. That's all. It's misinformation, you know. So, you see how I'm turning this way? What he was saying is that you always want to turn like this when you're baling. And you always want to go like on the outside of the rows. That's not true. When it comes to baling, you're going to go wherever the windrows are. So wherever the guy mows or wherever the guy combines, harvests, you're going to go the way he goes. So I just wanted to clear that up and make it so that you guys understood how it worked. Yeah. So, basically what he was saying is it works so much better if you only turn to the right of the baler. Well, that's not true. So that's all we're going to say. We're planting soybeans. We got canola over there. We got soybeans here. And then I think what we'll do is, just so there's a myriad of different crops, I think over there we'll do like wheat. And then maybe we'll do a field of corn. But we'll have to buy a corn header. So we may wait on the corn until we get enough money to upgrade to a corn header. But I think, so we did soybeans, canola. Let's do oats in one, and then maybe barley in another, just so that we can get like 4 different crops to harvest, which would be kind of cool. And then the very next episode, I'll go back to in-cab. So for those of you who like to watch in-cab, you only have to wait one episode. And then we'll be right back to in-cab, and then we'll come out at cab every other episode. See how I just turned to the left to go around? I will do the next field correctly, though. Just so you guys know that what you want to do is... The only reason I did the headlands first is I'm making the fields round. That's all I'm going to do. But I think what I'm going to do... I have to also... Yeah, I think that'll be work. We'll do it like that until we get the fields. But normally what you do is you do your headlands last, because you don't want to drive over where you've already seeded. But because it's a video game and we are doing it that way. But normally what you would do is you do your up downs, and then your last 4 passes you do your headlands. So you're not driving over it. And you start on the inside. So what you would do, I'll show you when you get up here. Like when you're baling or things like that, then, and cultivating, it doesn't matter at that point, because you're literally breaking down. And all the cultivator does is takes these little furrows that you're putting in the ground and breaks them smooth so that this girl can come along and seed. But what you would do is you normally would go right up to where your front tires touch. Boom. Then it stops, which is generally going to put you back here. Okay? So then when you first start, you're going to come and you're going to do this one and then work your way towards the outside. So you're not driving. You're only driving on very little bit. You're going to come into one area. You'll drive on one area. Then you'll go inside and work your way outside. So that's the proper way we do it. But that doesn't mean other people don't do it the other way. So you guys got a lot going on. I saw a bunch of people were talking about, I think Bart was saying he was in year like 9 or 10 on Old Stream Farm, which is absolutely epic and amazing. He will be starting Valley Springs soon, so that's great. That's it's just great when you see people that I'm kind of jealous that make it that far. My goal on this series is I don't care how many fields I own. In fact, going forward, I think I'm going to literally not worry about how many fields I own. I want to make it a year on these realistic series going forward. So, and on that note, guys, we're going to say our goodbyes now, and then when it hits 8:30, I slam the time shut off, and then I will come and do my half an hour, and wherever it leaves me, it leaves me. And then at 9 o'clock, wherever we are on our field, we will come back and join you for Friday's video, and it'll be great. So on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share, and hit the little notification bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And just remember that I love you all, and we will be back here for another episode Friday afternoon. My videos are going to drop right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time in the United States, so set your clocks accordingly. And that's generally, but it can be earlier, it can be later, but it's going to be right around that time. And we will stop here, and we will shut her down. And as soon as that time hits, we will get ourselves out of here. But okay, so we got about a quarter of the field done in 30 minutes. And then I figured another 30 minutes. So we may have another episode of just seeding, which is fine. We talked about that. But remember, too, that this is skipping like 5 steps, because we didn't have to, because we got lucky. We got lucky where everything was the same. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys come back and join me. Make sure that you're joining me on Saturday for the live streams between 11 and 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can come. We will have the trivia and get somebody to buy another field. And on that note, I love you all. And I will see you guys right back here for episode number 5 on Friday. Have a great one, everyone.